All right. Originally, I was going to talk about ChatGPT and how the voice is now improved, which it is, but I just realized that it was only for the advanced voice mode. Literally just now because I ended up hitting the limit, which they set like a monthly limit, which isn't that much because I used it for basically only, I think, 15 minutes around, and it stopped it basically. And unfortunately, without that, the voice still sucks. I was gonna be like, okay, this is crazy. Like the voice is actually really really good if you change it from English to Japanese in the settings and everything, but ends up it's not like that. It's because of the advanced voice mode, which I can show you guys without it right now. I actually tried changing it like on my phone to like Japanese for the language, the main language. So you can actually see that the main language is now Japanese. But despite that, it doesn't matter. The voice mode still kind of sucks. Okay, I'll just ask uh, a question. 明日の予定は？
明日何時から運動をする予定ですか？他に何か特別な予定がありますか？
Okay, I think you can hear that. I'll also overlay the screen recording with the audio, but it didn't sound great compared to the stuff the advanced voice mode, where it sounds way more like a native speaker. I don't know why that's the case, that they would lock the accent and all that stuff behind like advanced voice mode. I mean, they can do whatever they want. It's their company, but it's quite unfortunate that that's the case. But if there were ever a reason to actually get it, like the subscription or whatever, that would be it. Like that is a huge game changer for learning Japanese, in my opinion. That's what I was going to say, but the fact that it's behind like a $20 per month paywall, I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. I feel like there are still better options for free. Where I think Gemini's voice is actually pretty good as well. That's something I was testing out before I realized, okay, if Gemini's voice is actually pretty good, why not ChatGPT's? And I looked back at ChatGPT's voice mode and tried it, and I was like really surprised and amazed by it. I should have recorded it, but I can try to use my laptop right now to show you guys, but I don't know if it's going to record that well onto. Well, I mean, I guess I can record the system audio as well, but let's just
Ho, ho, ho!
try it real
Happy
quick.
holiday!
Hey, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, hi there. Hey,
Hi there. I just want to
hey, what's up?
Okay,
Feel free to ask me about anything.
we're
That's on
gonna
your mind.
use
I'm
this
ready to go.
one. Allow this time. So I think changing it to Japanese still helps, but the fact that the accent is more so connected to advanced voice mode, I'm not gonna worry too much about it, but I can talk about what my experience was. Basically, when it talked to me in Japanese, it sounded like a native speaker, and when I asked it questions in English as well, it can move like back and forth between Japanese and English. I thought that was amazing. And then like after that, I feel like just asking it questions in Japanese as best as possible, like what's the meaning of this, kore no imi wa, and then just it tells you in Japanese. But when you say like, okay, that explanation was too hard, or anything in Japanese, like it responds, but you can also say it in English and it also responds, and it can respond in English or Japanese and switch in between quite well. Although will say the transition between English and Japanese sometimes, like the voice would break down, like you could hear the non-advanced mode voice a little bit while it transitions between English and Japanese, which I found really funny. But it was really really cool and really useful. Let's see if I can make it do that right now. 日本語で使ってください。
もちろんです。何かお手伝いできることがあれば教えてください。
As you can see, it sounds way, way, way better. Like to the point where it's just completely different, night and day difference between the non-advanced mode and the advanced mode. Let's see. 日本語の勉強を教えてください。
日本語の勉強ですね。どのようなことを学びたいですか？ 例えば基本的なフレーズ、文法、それとも会話の練習など何でもお手伝いしますよ。
今 JLPT N3 文法教えてください。
JLPT N3 の文法ですね。例えば何々たばかりという表現はした直後という意味で使います。例えば食べたばかりなら食べた直後という意味になります。何か他に具体的な例を知りたい文法はありますか？
少しゆっくり言ってください。
はい、ゆっくり話しますね。例えば何々たばかりという表現はした直後という意味です。食べたばかりは食べた直後という意味になります。他に知りたい文法はありますか？
Can you actually explain that in English instead?
Sure. The grammar point tabakari in Japanese is used to indicate that something has just happened. For example, tabeta bakari means just ate. Is there another specific grammar point you'd like to know about?
もう大丈夫。
わかりました。また何か質問があればいつでも聞いてくださいね。
Okay, as you can hear, this was a different account for ChatGPT. I'm going to turn off my screen recording for my phone now. But that was really, really cool. Like that's there's so many ways to use that and so many ways to utilize that to learn Japanese. Like you can have real conversations. Like you can ask it in English, let's role play as friends and let's actually have a conversation about like, you know, making plans together or something like that, and it'll do it. And I think that's like amazing. Like you can literally practice situations where you might find yourself in while using Japanese. But again, it is only in advanced voice mode, which I learned today, and I'm so disappointed about. Honestly, I'm so I literally learned it right before the recording. I actually did a recording and was trying to demonstrate it, and I realized that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so unfortunate. But it is what it is, and it's something I guess I can do for a little bit each month. Either that or, you know, pay for the thing, which I feel like right now I can't really justify that because I do have friends who are native speakers I can just like try to get real practice from, as well as like those apps where you can, you know, talk to people for free as well who are native speakers. So I just feel like it's not quite, and until the voice becomes at least fluent instead of that really weird Americanized accented voice, it's not usable in my opinion. So that's basically the video that I wanted to create. I was gonna say that you know, this ChatGPT's voice for learning Japanese is a huge game changer. It's different from what I thought it was, but it is different from what I thought it was. It's just locked in advanced mode, and they give you like a sample of that each month. But I guess you can make a lot of, you know, accounts, I suppose, where once you hit that limit, you use your other account. But to me, that's kind of a hassle. I only did it for this purpose to show you guys. Otherwise, I would not have been able to show you guys. Okay, that is it for this one. I guess I won't be practicing every day using their voice. That was kind of gonna be my plan for this video, like talking about how I was gonna use it a lot, but I guess not. Oh well. I'll find some other alternatives, I suppose, and start practicing my conversation a bit more. I mean, the fact that I get to talk to a native speaker very, very often already is great, but to have like a dedicated teacher that can, you know, teach you while talking out loud is huge. That would be huge. So if you're willing to pay $20 a month, there you go. There's something that's very, very valuable, but it's not unlimited, even if you do pay that amount, I believe. So just be careful, like make sure you do the research before going all in on this. Okay, that's it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.